Welcome to our STARS Work Reports session. We will provide a more detailed look at work reports, which supports the contribution reporting process. The training will cover viewing options, editing options, and exporting reports. I'm on the home page of the employer self-service area. You will log in with the two-factor authentication. Work report is a new term, and the work report supports the contribution reporting process. The work report is the third step in the contribution import process. The work report is where you can create the contribution report for a regular reporting cycle and where you can create the adjustment report for prior pay periods. As mentioned, the work report is the third step in the contribution import process. Once created, the file is uploaded and processed, and then the work report is created. The work report created may have two separate reporting lines on the initial view. And once the work report is submitted, if the employer has Tier 3 DC employees, there may be a third line created for the DC employee to report disability and health insurance contributions to PSPRS. Reviewing the information on this first employer here, we can see that there are two lines for the pay period. So we've got the two lines here for the DB component. Let's see what a tier 3 looks like. I've switched employers, and the first three lines here of their work report does show that there's the DC component here of the file that was uploaded, and then the DB component here and also here. So this is the Tier 3 DC. This would be the Tier 3 DB, and this is the Tier 1 and 2 DB contributions being reported. Returning back to our original employer, the work report tab will have the current contribution files reported and the history of contributions reported. What is available is a history of contribution pay period payments. The employer can view the report summary regarding dates and amounts. I'm going to switch here to the last page of the work report. And on this last page, we can see prior pay periods that have been posted and their amounts. And if we click on this, this will just provide a summary of the information that was reported that pay period. In the Work Reports tab, the employer can click on Generate Report if the employer would like to create a regular reporting of contributions for the next pay period ending. And the employer can create an adjustment report for reporting contributions outside of the regular reporting of the pay period ending. We have provided the details of how to generate the regular report and how to generate the adjustment report in the training covered submitting contributions manual entries. Please go to the STARS webpage for the video recording and manuals regarding the contribution reporting procedure. An option here on the work report is data can be filtered. Within the work report, the employer can filter information provided in the work report tab. As an example, I'm filtering by the transaction status, open, and apply. And these are the transactions that need to be paid. They are reflecting open on the report. Now, if you would like an actual report of this information, if you click on the snowman here, it gives you the option to export the report. And here's an example of the report itself that has been exported. Another data point to filter by is pending. And what this will show is the billing adjustments, which are the adjustment reporting of contributions that are still pending. So as you note here, the report status is showing pending. As mentioned in the manual contribution training video, our office will review the adjustments before releasing. We will review to determine whether interest will be calculated or not. This will depend upon the contribution, what the contribution adjustment is for. The work report the employer will probably want to track is the transaction number. Once the report has been created associated with a file that was imported or manually created, keeping in mind that there may be more than one report for each pay period reported. For more details about the transactions, the employer can float across the screen to view totals for each contribution code. And for further details regarding the transaction, the employer can click on the transaction number and go to the work report details. This screen provides a view of the work report dates and amounts. The employer can also add comments. This would be comments regarding the work report. And if there's a list of comments regarding this work report, the filter option is also available to filter the comments. Please notice the information on the screen. This report has been submitted and the report status indicates released. So keep in mind, again, that there may be more than one work report per regular pay period remitted. If the contribution file has been imported and processed, which is the first two steps in remitting the contribution file, then the work report will be created and can be reviewed and edited. As in this example, when we click on the transaction number, we get to the work report details screen. Please note that the work report editor is available. The employer can update the data being reported for the pay period ending. Once the data has been updated, the file can be submitted. Once the work report is submitted, this option goes away, as we see on this other work report where the file has been submitted, and we just have access to comments. Other viewing options on the work report summary page is the financial summary, which will provide the totals for the contribution code for that work report that's being submitted. This was a real quick session, and I hope this training provides helpful insights to the new process, STARS work reports. Thank you for joining us.